A king was walking on terrace of his palace in evening. Suddenly his eyes fell on a monk who was walking in the market near palace. King felt that monk was full of joy, and seeing this, king became anxious to meet him. He called his servants, asked them to bring monk to him immediately. To bring monk to king as soon as possible, servants hung a rope from terrace and asked servants below to tie up monk to that rope and pulled him up. Within few minutes, monk was in front of king. King apologized monk for the way he was brought up by his servants. Monk readily forgave him and asked, "What has happened? What made you so eager that I had to be pulled up with ropes?" King replied, "After seeing you, suddenly I became so restless to get an answer to a question, and knew only you would be able to answer that question, and because of that you had to go through this trouble." Monk smiled and said, "Tell me, what is your question?" King said, "How can I meet God? Please tell me." Monk replied, "King, you yourself know the answer to this question very well. You just don't understand. Think deep and you will get answer in moment." King said, "If I really knew answer, then why would I give you such trouble? You are a monk. You show everyone right path. Please help me too." Monk replied, "Listen, if I had thought to meeting you then I had go through many obstacles. And it would have taken a long time. First I had to inform gatekeeper, then your courtier would get informed. Then he would take a message to you. And if you were free, you would have agreed to meet. But if not, you may had refused. It wouldn't be necessary that we could have met that way." Monk continued, "But when you thought of meeting me so strongly, think how long did it take for me to meet you? You got me in front of you in less than an hour. Similarly, if you want to meet God, it would take long time. But if God will think of meeting you, then how long will it take?" King asked, "But why and when would thought of meeting us will come to God's mind?" Monk asked, "How did thought of meeting me came to your mind?" King replied, "When I saw you and felt that you are happy in your own, and you are not paying attention to any other things around you. At that time, I was so impressed that I really wanted to meet you." Monk smiled and said, "This is the only way to attain God." In the same way, in the same tune, you should always look towards God. Do not look at anyone else. Live such way that you cannot live without even thought of Him. Then God will think of meeting you, and He Himself will come to meet you.